Hello and welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming, and in this episode I want to talk about another Sailfish OS related topic. If you are a Windows 10 Mobile fan and you are wondering why this isn't a Windows 10 Mobile episode, I'm very sorry, but it's getting harder and harder to get any kind of content for Windows 10 Mobile, especially because, of course, as you all know, Microsoft shut down the Windows 10 Mobile Store. It's very hard to get new games from there, which are still compatible and can be found over the very itchy road you have to go to get new content for Windows 10 Mobile. So in the end, we are going to shift the channel more and more to a Sailfish OS part. Of course, if there's something to be, talked about for Windows 10 Mobile or anything is happening in that regard, or I just find something I really want to share with you, I'm going to do that on this channel in future too. But till then, we are going to have more and more Sailfish OS related episodes, because Sailfish OS is a striving one, which is more or less giving me a lot to talk about and give me more and more information I can talk about there. So sorry about everybody who is let down by that. I can't change it. Microsoft is to blame. Anyway, so let's talk about the topic of today. The topic of today is a small little patch that one of the developers, not directly from Jolla or something, but one of the free developers created a small little patch which I really like. It's a very small one, but just to let you know what that is. In the end, a patch is something where you can change stuff of the operation system. So, of course, Sailfish OS is Linux based, and in Linux you can do a lot of different things because it's your smartphone. You should be able to do those kind of things because it's your smartphone, you bought it, and you can just access more or less everything on your smartphone like that. You can of course do stuff like that. And it's not even that only you can do that, but you can share these little changes in a tool called Patch Manager. If you want to know more about that, I have an own dedicated video for that at the corner there. In the end, they can share it there. You can go to the catalog of the patches there and you can download them. And there's a small little one. It's really more or less something he did for fun in the end, because it was more or less Christmas or around Christmas, and now the snow is falling and stuff like that, and you should be able to see that on your smartphone too. So how to get this patch? I'm going to go over and I'm going to show you everything on my smartphone here, of course, on the big screen. It's going to be exactly what you can see on my smartphone here too. And for that, I'm just going to use Screencast again. And now I'm just going to put in my credentials. Give me a sec, here we go. And in the end, I'm using Screencast to show you everything from the small screen to the big screen. If you want to know more about that, there's another video I can link you up there. And so how do you get all this? First, you will have to get the Patch Manager. Patch Manager is a small little app you can go and find on WebBrowse or on Storeman in the end. I'm not going to show you everything as mentioned before. Have a look at that video. I'm talking about that more in depth there. And if you have installed that, then you get a small little entry at the settings menu. So I'm going to the settings. And if you go in here, you see it. There is now Patch Manager. Patch Manager, this small little thing. There are a lot of different things in there. For instance, there can be changes to keyboards. There can be changes to different kinds of styles of the home screen and stuff like that. A lot of different things. I already have a couple of them. As you can see, custom SIM names, for instance. This is a dual SIM smartphone, of course. So if you have two of them and you want to name them separately and stuff like that, a patch can be used to do that. If it's a red one, it doesn't mean that it's not working, but it means it was created for another version. Most of them still work for newer ones in the end, and in this case this is one of them, and it's working because I can really change them. Launcher combined patch is another one, very important, but more important for our little part here is Snow Patch. Okay, Snow Patch is this little app or patch I wanted to talk about in this case. So install that to do that, just go to the web catalog, so draw menu at the top there, go to the web catalog, and here you can already see it. It's the newest one available at the moment, but of course you can search for it going to this entry there. Now you could go and search for Snow Patch. The moment you hit enter, you will find it then, and here we are. Of course, it's open source, so if you want to have a look at that, just do that at that point. And if you go on that, you're going to get a small little description of what it does in general, and then down below, if you scroll down, you see here are the different kinds of installation options. So in the end, for version 1.0.4 in the end, you get this one. You just click on that if you didn't install it till now. I already have it. You can see that by the number you see here. And in the end, if you already have that, then just click on that button and everything should be installed afterwards. He already did a couple of updates for that, and it's a very new one, so it's really fun and nice to see that he's doing that. Anyway, if you install it from the catalog then, by clicking on that button, you will find it here, and then just to let you know, some of the patches require you to restart, for instance, the home screen or restart your smartphone or whatever. Some of them are going to tell you that they need that. If not, you just have to figure out which might be the thing you are changing. In the end, at our position here, it's going to be the home screen. But I already installed it, so it's already running for me, and I'm just going to show you what it does. So in the end, you see, Let It Snow is at the moment deactivated, meaning there's no snow going to fall and stuff like that. You can use different themes, more or less. As you can see, there's this romantic part, and a couple of other ones you can already use here. Just to let you know, some of them are very heavy on your smartphone, so you might experience some hiccups or stuff like that. So if you really want it to just be a nice little add-on and not go too much on your smartphone, just use flaky or romantic, for instance. Those should be totally fine on most of the modern smartphones. If you have a very old one, like an XA2 or something like that from Sony where Sailfish OS is running on, maybe you should consider not using this patch, or even go at least with flaky or something, just to make sure that it's not going to hinder you in your daily life. Anyway, with a faster one, it's not going to affect you much. And as you can see, you can use pile up. Pile up means that all the snow that is falling will pile at the bottom and more or less be, it's not going to be something like a real snow mountain or something like that coming up there, but it's there and it's going to just stay there, okay? And in the end, flake size, what is that? You can even hear it from the name in the end. You just can differentiate which kind of flake size you want, depending on your smartphone. Some smartphones with higher resolutions need a larger flake size, others with lower resolutions might not, so just try it out what you want to have there. And now, without further ado, let's activate it now. If I go out of this one now, as you already can see, there are the snowflakes which are falling down at the moment. It takes a little while and it will take a little bit to be shown. Just to let you know, it's looking a little bit shaky on the big screen here because screencast of course has a very low FPS when we are using this. On the smartphone itself, it's much more fluid. Hopefully you can already see that. And it's more or less just this little effect you're seeing here. It's going to be everywhere more or less. So as you can see at the top there, it's starting to. But just to let you know, it's not going to be a layer for all the different ones at the same speed or something. It's going to snow down after a while, like it's doing here. And of course, as mentioned before, if you want to change anything, do that, but be very aware of that. If I go back in here and, for instance, I don't know, go with flaky, flowy, whatever, it will take a long time till you see anything, because only the emitter is changing, not the part on the screen itself, okay? So if, for instance, you put in, I don't know, flurry or whatever, something heftier, it will take a long time till you really see a big difference at least. You can already see it a little bit because there's a little bit sideward moving and stuff like that with some of the flakes here. Oh, sorry. You're seeing it in that. Come on, change back. Orientation wise, I think I have to fix it just to make it easier for us. Okay, so in the end, you can already see it's a little bit more of the snowflakes coming down and they are flying in different directions and stuff like that. It's very subtle, so in the end, if you don't want that or don't need that, I would really use Romantia or Flaky, that's totally fine for it. And of course, flake size, same thing. If we change that, only the new ones which are emitted then will be smaller and will fall down. I was pretty amazed that something like this could be done with this kind of patch manager, and patches in the end only change stuff up which is already there, more or less, not really, but something like that in the end is happening there in general. And so I was very amazed that this is really happening. You can already see it, the different kinds of snowflakes are piling up there. After a while they will go away and fade away more or less, but here they are. And this is more or less all I wanted to show you. It's just for the season. It's a nice little addition. It's really, it doesn't add any kind of functionality or whatever. It's just fun that somebody really wanted to do this and wanted to give us a small little present for Christmas or the snow time, winter time more or less. And so I hope you will have fun with this as I have more or less. Okay, so other than that, thank you for watching. One more thing just to show you. This is the current progress of the Jolla Phone pre-orders. We are at more than 6,300 now, 370% funded, but as you all know, again, I told you again about that a lot. Please make sure to share this with friends and stuff like that, so that we can reach the 10,000 mark. We don't have 8 days over more or less, but we have, I think, 38 or something like that in that direction to reach the 10,000 mark to get the other half. If you're wondering what the other half is, I had a video last week where you should have more information about all that. Please have a look at that. It's a really cool concept. I really like it, and I really would like to see it go over 10,000 for that. So, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, have a great time of course. Thank you that you of course watched this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't subscribe to the channel till now, there's a button down below too. And if you have any kind of questions, comments, whatever, put them down below into the commentary section too. Other than that, thank you for watching, see you around and bye. Bye!